Hey guys, welcome to day 5 of the Wounded Narrator series. And today, my thought came from a very interesting, it came from a really interesting thing. So here in Miami, down the street from my house, there's this bronze statue thing. It's not really a statue because there's no head and no legs and no arms. It's just the torso. But it's this like really big, buff, built torso. And this little itty bitty little leaf that covers the package. And my first thought was, you're focusing on the presence versus the package. So like the body was all built and then the junk was small and little. And I was like, it's an interesting thought. We're constantly in our heads worrying on the package. And by the package, I mean ourselves, right? How we present ourselves to the world. By the way we look, the job we have, the life we live, the car we drive. We're constantly striving to make sure that we're seen in a certain way and we have a certain package, right? And when we are in our head and thinking about our package, we're missing the present moment, which is where all real opportunities lie. And I was thinking, like, when we're in our head, we only see what's inside of us. And by that I mean, we only see reflected back to us what's going on in our mind, our inner world. And it's going to be projected and reflected back. So when we're focused inwardly in ourselves and our thoughts and our minds, we don't see things clearly, right? But when we're in the present moment and we're out of our heads and out of our stories and not thinking about, am I doing this right? Should I be doing this instead? Whatever. We now have cleared space for things to come to us or for opportunities to be brought to our awareness, because if you're in a problem, you can't see a solution, right? Even thinking about that there is a problem in itself, but that's not the point. The point is that it's hard to see if you're looking for a solution for something, if you're struggling with something, and you think you can find it within, in the sense you can find it within your thoughts. Your thoughts only know what has happened to you up until this point, right? Your thoughts, meaning your mind, your brain only knows what's happened to this point. Now, your internal guidance, your connection to the divine, yourself, however you call it, whatever you call it, you can only hear that voice when you've quieted the voice of the mind by being in the present moment. Because when we're in our head, we're thinking about what we should be doing, what we're supposed to be doing, what we could have been doing instead, or what we shouldn't have done, or whatever it is. We're either worried about what we've done, or we're trying to predict the future, which we have no clue about. And honestly, if you want to predict the future, if you want to stay in your head and you want to keep having these thoughts and connected to this person that has learned all these things, you can predict your future. It's going to be exactly the same. It's going to be different things, different people, maybe different situations, but it's always going to be the same. So in that case, yeah, you can predict the future. And guess what? When you predict the future, how do you feel? Because most of the time you're thinking about the future and you're like, oh shit, I got to make sure I do this now because that, like, how does that even work? Like, you can't try to predict the future and think that the thoughts that you have in your head are going to get you there, because they're not. So when we're inwardly focused and we're worried about how we are seen by the world, because we need some sort of validation, we no longer are open to the possibilities that are around us. So like if let's say you're at a park and you're sitting down and, to be in the present moment is like, oh, this is amazing. The trees are beautiful. It's beautiful weather. I can feel the sun on my skin. It's amazing. That is being in the present moment. Sometimes, and I've experienced too, I'll go to a park to relax, and I'm sitting there and I'm just and the whole time I'm there, I have no idea. The ocean's right in front of me. I have all these trees and the sun and these little critters that crawl around. Sometimes the little crabs that come out of holes here at this park here in Miami. And I won't see any of that because I'm thinking about, okay, what do I have to do next? Oh, I should have done that this morning. Damn, now I gotta, it's always something, right? And we're missing all of this. We're missing all of this. So when we're focused on the package versus being a presence, we are shortchanging ourselves. So part of getting beyond this story is that there's no opportunities in our story. There's just repeating of the same thing. So if you truly want to be able to predict the future, you can know that it's going to be better if you start to unravel what's created your life up until this point. So focus on the presence, not the package. And I know that it was a crazy little thing that got me there, the man and the little leaf, but it was just one of those moments where I was like, oh, it makes so much sense. And I live in a city where the package is so important. Like almost everybody, you know, and I don't want to say everybody because Miami is a great city and it's a huge city with a lot of different people. So I can't say that everybody here is superficial, but a good portion of the people here are, and they live this sort of life. And some of them aren't even all that happy, but they think they are because if they're following by what society says is supposed to make you happy, then they're happy. But if they really are honest with themselves, I think some of them are less fulfilled than they'd like to be. And that's the thing. Success without fulfillment is shit. Because you're going to get there and you're going to be like, oh. So then you just keep wanting more because you're feeding an emptiness inside of you that would be coming from yourself. And the external stuff is just an added bonus to what's going on. So, presence versus package. If you focus on your presence, your package will develop itself. You'll just be who you are, and there won't be any need because there is nothing wrong with who you are. There's just you and being present and allowing the universe and the world or God or the divine or whatever it is that you believe in to mirror back that faith that you have. So guys, I will be saying that coming up in these next few videos, I am actually going to be attending or crewing rather the Tony Robbins UPW Unleash the Power Within in LA. So I'll be coming and posting my videos from there, and I'm sure there'll be a million great things that I will be able to take from it. Every experience, I've been there before, but it's like every time you go, you pick up something different because you're in a different part of your journey and something else will stand out to you. So I look forward to sharing with you guys all the amazing things that are happening at this event and the things that I have learned and things that are now coming into my awareness that are applying to the idea of surrender and reconnecting and getting from behind your story. So look forward to that because I am, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 6.